How's it going, everyone? We're going to get our snipe on in today's Black Ops 2 weapon guide and take a look at the DSR 50. This weapon seems to have quickly become the favourite sniper rifle out of all the options in Black Ops 2 for the simple reason that it's the most reliable, as we'll discuss in this guide. The DSR 50 is one of the two bolt-action sniper rifles in the game, and this one's unlocked at level 4, unlike the other bolt-action, the Ballista, which is unlocked at level 43. So yet again, this is another weapon that if it's your favourite, you don't really have to use a permanent unlock token to keep hold of this weapon, seeing as you unlock it pretty much at the start of your prestige. So in these guides, this is where I'd usually show my little charts for the general features of a weapon, showing the damage figures, the recoil plots, and an example of the iron sights. But obviously for the sniper rifles, the damage figures don't matter too much, and being mostly one-shot, one-kill weapons, you don't really need to look at a recoil spread. And of course, with the exception of that Ballista attachment, none of the sniper rifles have any iron sights. What does matter with the sniper rifles though is their damage multipliers, and the DSR 50 works out as being the heavyweight sniper rifle with the best ability of securing those one-shot kills. Unlike its bolt-action sibling, that Ballista, the DSR 50 manages to secure those one-shot kills with shots to the head, chest and stomach, whereas that Ballista will need 2 hits if you land a stomach shot. Unless you're a supremely accurate sniper, this ability of being able to secure a one-shot kill with a stomach shot makes this weapon much more reliable than that Ballista. And I think it's this feature alone which is why you see this weapon used much more in game. That Ballista does have its own benefits, but we'll discuss those in the Ballista's own weapon guide sometime in the future. But for now, let's continue and take a look at some more detailed stats of the DSR 50. This weapon might be able to consistently pull off those one-shot kills, but its main drawback is in its magazine size. It weighs in with only 5 rounds, which obviously is only enough to kill 5 people in any one kill streak. And that's if every one of your shots lands a hit, or if you can pull off some super cool collateral and kill 2 or 3 people with just 1 bullet. You can extend that 5-round mag up to 7 rounds with the help of the extended clip attachment, which is going to be one of my recommendations later on in this guide, but still 7 rounds is only quite low, and this is one area where that Ballista sniper rifle gets one up on the DSR. Just like that Ballista being a bolt-action rifle, the fire rate is really slow at 50 rounds per minute. This is the trade-off you pay with a bolt-action rifle though. You kind of sacrifice that fire rate for those higher damage multipliers, which makes the bolt-action rifles the choice for those accurate players as opposed to those snipers who like to spam out bullets with those semi-automatic rifles. The reload time of the DSR 50 is really slow at 3.29 seconds, that's in light machine gun territory, which is a shame because it's got such a small magazine. You'll find yourself having to reload quite often. Then to cover some general stats for the sniper rifles, with the exception of that Ballista, you get the aiming speed of 0.42 seconds, plus a movement speed of 95%, which is the same as those assault rifles. So even though this DSR 50 is inferior to the Ballista in many ways, including mag size, reload time and the all-important aim-in speed, it just goes to show how important that extra damage multiplier on the stomach is. While you could potentially perform better with the Ballista, this DSR 50 is going to be much more forgiving and allow you those kills if your shot's not 100% on point on the upper chest, shoulders or head. This kind of makes it hard to determine which weapon's best suited for each different sniping playstyle. Snipers tend to fall into either one or two categories. You're either that more traditional sniper who likes to stay stationary and pick off people from the edge of the map, or you can be more of an aggressive sniper who likes to stay up close and personal and use techniques such as quickscoping to secure those kills. On one hand, that Ballista seems to be much more suited to aggressive sniping with it having that faster aiming speed, but when you're in those hot firefights you don't have much time to make sure your shots are 100% on target, which is where the Ballista's downfall of not having a stomach damage multiplier comes in. So I think the DSR 50 kind of fits in as an all-round sniper rifle. You can quite easily use it for any playstyle. That stomach damage multiplier is going to help you in close range, whereas that small magazine isn't going to be a problem at long range, since you're going to have plenty of time to sit back and reload the weapon without being at risk of being gunned down. So let's take a look at some attachments which are going to set up the DSR 50 to suit your own playstyle. The ballistic CPU is going to be handy no matter whether you're taking on that recon sniper role or more of an aggressive sniper role. This attachment is going to reduce that idle sway of the weapon, which is going to make it easier to line up shots without your crosshairs drifting around on screen. Then if you like to play as more of a stationary, more traditional sniper, you might want to go with that variable zoom attachment. This is perfect for maps such as Turbine, where you've got those exceptionally long lines of sight, and it's going to make lining up those accurate long range shots easy. On the other hand, if you're more of an aggressive sniper, you might want to go with that extended clip attachment. When you're stuck deep in the action, 5 rounds in that magazine is just simply not enough. When you factor in a couple of missed shots, you're going to have to be sitting back and waiting through that 3-second reload. And this is simply too long when you're sat deep in the danger zone. You could alternatively go with that fast mags attachment, but the extended clip's going to allow you to tackle bigger groups of bad guys, giving you those 7 shots, which is enough to take out the whole enemy team with 1 round to spare. So that's it for my guide to the DSR 50 in Black Ops 2. Let me know down in the comments if you're a fan of this DSR 50 or whether you prefer that ballista. Either way, I'd love a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it or learned anything new. Adding a like's really the best way of giving my videos more widespread exposure, so obviously I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for my full guide on the ballista sometime in the near future, and if you've just stumbled across my videos, don't forget you can subscribe, stick around for plenty more of these Black Ops 2 weapon guides, as well as my recommendations on class setups over on my Black Ops 2 loadout series. To really stir things up, let's have a debate on which class setup I should cover first, a more traditional sniping loadout or an aggressive quick scoping setup. So let the flame war begin down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.